What's good, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create one of the best 6'10" builds that you can create in NBA 2K25. The build is going to be able to unlock Legend Posterizer along with Legend High Flying Denier, two of the best Legend badges in the game. I'm going to show you several ways to modify this build, so please make sure you pay attention through the whole video. This can be really important, especially considering that there's cap breakers in this game this year. Another thing you want to think about, some of you guys play Park and some of you guys play Rec, so these modifications can be crucial to your build. I'm going to show you two different versions of this build, along with some modifications to go with them, and I promise you, I'm not trying to waste your time. I want to keep this video as short as possible, but some of the modifications that I'm going to show you are definitely going to be worth your time, especially if you've been considering making a 6'10" build. Before we get started, if this build video helps you out in any way, please don't forget to hit the like button. Hitting that like button is really going to help out my channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more build tutorial videos just like this. Now, starting off in the build template, you're going to go with the small forward position, 6'10" height, 201 pounds with the 7'5" wingspan. The 7'5" wingspan is going to give you the ability to get that 96 driving dunk. The requirement for Hall of Fame Posterizer is a 96 driving dunk along with an 85 vertical. So using a tier 1 badge perk, you'll be able to get Legend Posterizer on this build. Another thing I want you to keep in mind, for the Hall of Fame High Flying Denier badge, you need a 92 block, a 71 speed, and an 83 vertical. So using a tier 2 badge perk, along with having those attributes, you're going to have Legend High Flying Denier on this build. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you will have to use your starter 3 cap breaker along with your level 40 reward cap breaker to unlock both of these badges along with the badge perks. But I promise, doing this, you're going to get a lot more out of your build. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your driving dunk all the way up to a 91. So using either your first or your second cap breaker, this is going to let you take your driving dunk up to a 96. Next, we're going to go down to our block and we're going to take this up to an 88. Now, some of you might be thinking, why 88 and not 87? Because I thought all of this through. You want to have a 93 block, that way when you scroll up and you take your interior defense all the way up to a 77 and you use your second or your first cap breaker to get that 93 block, you're also going to get Gold Paint Patroller. And as you can see, you need a 77 interior along with a 93 block to unlock that badge. Next, we're going to scroll down to our vertical and we're going to take this up to an 85. Like I said, you need this for the Hall of Fame Posterizer badge. Next, we're going to take our strength up to a 73. I'm going to come back and talk about this in just a minute. But for now, we're going to scroll up to our agility and we're going to take our agility all the way up to a 78. Then we're going to scroll up and we're going to take our speed up to a 79. Now, I highly recommend you try out this slice takeover. It's going to give you +7 to your driving dunk, your speed, and your agility, giving you a 99 driving dunk and making you extremely fast for a 6'10" player. So once you use your cap breaker to get that 96 driving dunk, you will have a 99 driving dunk with takeover activated. Along with an 89 speed and an 85 agility, you're going to be extremely agile for a 6'10" player. Then you're going to scroll up to your offensive rebound and we're going to take this up to an 80. This is going to give you silver box out beast combined with that 73 strength, silver pogo stick, along with silver rebound chaser. Next, we're going to scroll up to our steal and we're going to take our steal up to a 67, unlocking bronze interceptor along with bronze glove. But stick around, like I said, I will show you later in this video how to modify this build to get an even higher steal. But for now, we're going to take our perimeter defense up to an 83, unlocking silver challenger, bronze immovable enforcer, gold off-ball pest, along with silver pick dodger. 84 perimeter doesn't unlock anything, so save your points for other categories. Next, we're going to scroll up to the playmaking and we're going to take our ball handle all the way up to a 75. This is going to give you bronze unpluckable, ankle assassin, handles for days, along with gold strong handle combined with that 73 strength. Then we're going to take our speed with ball all the way up to a 70, unlocking bronze lightning launch, The 75 ball handle, along with the 70 speed with ball, is going to give you every single dribble animation that a 6'10" player can unlock. This next part is completely up to you. You can leave your passing accuracy at a 50 for all I care. Honestly, like I said, the modification of this build is going to come in with the passing accuracy. If you want a 78 for that bronze visionary, you can do that. But for me, I decided with this build, it would be really smart to go with the 84. That way, once I get my third cap breaker, I would be able to get that 89 passing accuracy to unlock silver visionary, along with gold break starter, bronze bailout, and the Tyrese Halliburton pass package, which is the best package in the game. I know a lot of people say that you only need a 78 passing accuracy or maybe even a 71, but for me, I love being able to facilitate the ball, and I love having at least an 89 passing accuracy on my build. I personally play a lot of rec, so this really comes in handy. But moving on, we're going to go on to the shooting. You're going to take your three-pointer up to a 75, and then you're going to take your mid-range up to an 84. It's really important to get that 84 mid-range because you want to be able to unlock different jump shot animations. And one of the requirements for one of the jump shots that I have is an 84. And if you want that jump shot, please let me know in the comments and I got you. Now, like I said, use this as a template, but I'm going to show you another modification that you can do with this build. Take your standing dunk up to a 67, and then you can scroll down. We're going to take our steal down to a 60, sacrificing that bronze glove badge, and then we're going to be able to take our standing dunk all the way up to a 72, unlocking the bronze rise up badge. But as you can see, this only took us up to a 71, so we're going to take our speed and drop that down to a 78, and that's going to allow us to take our standing dunk up to a 72. Now I want you to keep in mind that the 81 standing dunk does unlock the pro contact dunks. So I'm going to show you one more thing that you can do with this build. You can take your passing accuracy. Like I said, this is where the build modifications come into play. The passing accuracy, depending on if you're a park player or if you're a rec player, if you want to have that high passing accuracy, but you can take your passing accuracy down to a 78, keeping that bronze visionary, and then you can take your standing dunk up to a 76. Instead of utilizing your third cap breaker on your passing accuracy, you can use that on your standing dunk and get that 81 standing dunk to get the pro contact dunks and silver rise up. But don't forget, we're going to have at least 4 cap breakers. So we're going to take our defensive rebound down to a 63 and our offensive rebound down to a 75. And this is going to give you more points to play with in other categories. Like you could take your passing accuracy up to an 84. At this point, you can probably drop your agility down by 1 point and take that passing accuracy up to an 85 to unlock bronze bailout. Or actually, this is what you can do. You can drop your passing accuracy and then you can take your standing dunk up to an 81, unlocking the pro contact dunks and silver rise up. And then you can take your passing accuracy to an 80 and you can use the cap breaker you were going to use on your standing dunk to get that 85 passing accuracy. I believe you'll unlock the LeBron James pass package, but I know you will get bronze bailout, and the 85 is going to be a lot better than the 78. So this is going to be the final version that I recommend if you plan on using all 4 cap breakers. If you plan on only getting 2 cap breakers, which any casual player should get, you just need starter 3 and your level 40 reward for season 2, then you know how to modify the build if you paid attention through the video. Now I'm going to show you one last way to modify this build, and I promise it's going to be worth it, but I'm going to try to make it quick because I know this build video is already getting pretty long. Now before we go into the second version of this build, there's one last thing I want to show you really quick. If you take your offensive rebound down, then you're only able to take your defensive rebound up to a 66. If you drop it down to a 65, you're able to take your offensive rebound from a 45 to an 80. So you're gonna unlock silver rebound chaser with a 65 defensive rebound instead of a 66 defensive rebound and only bronze rebound chaser. So it only makes sense to go with the offensive rebound on this build. Not only that, combined with the 96 driving dunk and the legend Posterizer badge that you can unlock on this build, you're gonna get some crazy putback dunk animations. Now with that version of the build, you only get an 84 mid-range, and with an 85 mid-range, you would have been able to unlock that silver Deadeye badge. Unfortunately, with that version of the build, you do lack in shooting a little bit. I promise you're able to knock it down with the 75 3-ball and 84 mid-range, especially after the patch, and especially if you use rhythm shooting. But just in case you want to modify the build to get a little bit better shooting, I'm going to show you something that you can do. So this is going to be the second version of the build that I just showed you. It's going to get a little bit better shooting, but it's not going to be able to unlock that legend Posterizer badge. If you guys get this video to 100 likes, I will let you choose which version of this build that I create, and I will go ahead and create it for Season 3 of NBA 2K25. So if you want to see content on this build, don't forget to hit that like button and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out. Now I'm going to try to keep this simple. You're going to go with the 7'3" wingspan on this version of the build. I went through everything, man. If you go with the 7'2" wingspan, you still get the 93 driving dunk that we want on this version of the build, but you don't get the 89 mid-range, which unlocks gold set shot specialist. So I decided to go with the 7'3" wingspan. The longer the wingspan, the more rebounds, the more blocks, and the more lane steals. So it's going to be the perfect wingspan for this build, and as you can see with this wingspan, I'm jumping right back into the builder. I'm going to show you how to modify it from the version I just showed you. You're going to drop your driving dunk down to an 89. This is going to allow you to drop your driving layup down to a 70 as well. Keep this in mind. You only need that 70 for the bronze physical finisher badge. Then you're going to take your mid-range up to an 87. The 87 is going to unlock silver shifty shooter on silver. You're also going to get silver deadeye on this version of the build, along with silver set shot specialist. Now keep this in mind, I am doing a voiceover on this video, so please bear with me, but I'm going to go back and drop that driving dunk down to an 88 because we only need the 93 driving dunk for the gold posterizer badge, so we're going to use a cap breaker to get that up to 93. But for now, as you can see, I'm dropping some attributes. What we're going to do is we're going to take our mid-range down to an 82, and we're going to use another cap breaker to get that on 87, saving points for other categories. We're able to take our 3-point shot up to an 80. Now for now, we're going to take our passing accuracy up to an 85. Like I said, you can drop your passing accuracy if you want. You don't have to do what I'm showing you, but for me, this is the version that I want to create for myself because I play rec. So like I said, I like having a high passing accuracy. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my passing accuracy up to an 87 right now, which is going to unlock that gold break starter badge. And as you can see, we still got more points to play with. Unfortunately, as you can see, my interior defense dropped down to a 72. So I'm going to take my vertical down to an 82, but keep in mind, we're going to come back to this in just a minute because we need an 83 to unlock that Hall of Fame high flying denier badge. That way we can use our tier 2 badge perk to unlock that on legend. So we're going to come back to this later in the video. I'm going to take this up to an 83. Like I said, I'm doing a voiceover, so please bear with me. Now, like I said, I'm trying to save some time, so I split the clip up right here. But you're able to take your passing accuracy up to an 89. And then if you get your passing accuracy up to a 90, you can use a cap breaker to get your passing accuracy on a 95. Unlocking the gold vision visionary badge. And I'm going to show you how to do that, but I want to show you one other thing really quick that you can do. Like I said, this is completely up to you. If you play park and you don't think you need that 95 passing accuracy, you can drop your passing accuracy down to a 78, and then you can take your steal up to a 79, unlocking silver interceptor and silver glove. Now don't forget, if you decide to make either of these versions of this build, you need to take your vertical up to an 83. Make sure you take your speed down to an 80 or whatever you got to do to get that 83 vertical. You're going to need that for that Hall of Fame high flying denier badge once you use your cap breaker to unlock that 93 block. So as you can see right here, you can take your speed down to an 80 and then you can take your passing accuracy up to a 90. And you could use one of your cap breakers to get a 95 passing accuracy, unlocking gold vision visionary. But don't forget, you need to take your speed down to a 79 and take your vertical up to an 83. This is extremely important. I don't want you to mess up your build. So with this version of the build, I highly recommend you use your first cap breaker to get that 87 mid-range. That way you unlock the jump shot animations that you're gonna need for this build. And then you're going to use your second cap breaker to either get that 93 driving dunk or the 93 block, which I recommend you do first to get that high flying denier badge on Hall of Fame. And then you're going to use your tier 2 badge perk to get that badge on legend, which is probably the best tier 2 badge in this game. And honestly, after thinking about it, you might want to use your second cap breaker to get that 93 driving dunk because you don't have your 89 yet, which unlocks both the 1 foot and the 2 foot contact dunks, which you're going to want at the bare minimum with this build. Then once you unlock your third cap breaker, you're going to get that 93 block, which is going to be extremely useful later on in the year. And for now, with this version, if you use your first 2 cap breakers like I said, then you could still get Hall of Fame high flying denier with your tier 2 badge perk, which is going to be plenty enough. So this is going to be the final version that I recommend, and honestly the version that I would prefer to make for myself, especially considering that I love having that high passing accuracy. But with this version, like I said, don't forget, take that speed down to a 79 and get that 83 vertical. This is crucial for your build, or you're going to miss out on that Hall of Fame high flying denier badge, which you could get on Legend once you use your cap breaker to get that on 93. If this build video helped you out in any way, the only thing that I ask is please hit the like button. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so hitting that like button is really going to help me out, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications if you want to see more build tutorial videos just like this. I've dropped plenty of other build tutorial videos, so if you really like this one, don't forget to go to my page and check out my most recent videos, including a 6'2" point guard build that gets a 99 3 ball. I haven't created this build yet, but this is a build that I really look forward to creating, so please don't forget to hit that like button, get this video to 100 likes, and I'll create it before season 3 starts. Then I'll have plenty of content for you guys to drop even sooner, and you'll be able to see what this build can do before you spend VC on it.